Okay, says 11 on my end. Okay, so hello and welcome to College Shoes Podcast, episode 106. 106 episodes of our garbage truck. Still on fire.
Yep.
Anyway, as always, I'm your host, Al, and joining me for the time being is Joe.
Hey.
And, we got some stuff to talk about. A couple things. I want to kick things off by talking about that PlayStation State of Play presentation that they had yesterday. Did you see anything on it, Joe? After
I saw nothing.
So yeah, I got a bone to pick with this presentation, because I mean, okay, Aaron. Hey, what's up?
Is.
Ahoy! Can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. What the heck? Was that that was it? That was literally what it took to fix it?
Yeah, sometimes with the Corsair headset, sometimes when I turn it on, I'll just have it on mute. So...
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you didn't miss it. We literally just got started. So yeah, Aaron, did you watch that? Did you hear anything about that State of Play presentation that PlayStation had yesterday?
No, I did not.
Okay,
I was either busy doing something. Fill me in.
It's okay. You didn't miss anything. You did not miss anything.
I'm assuming I probably didn't, because I didn't hear you guys being all hype about anything in Slack. So,
because so they announced it a couple days ago, and it's it's basically PlayStation's version of the Nintendo Direct. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were pissed at they're stealing Nintendo's idea. I'm like, that's fine. I'm fine with them. Even if Xbox did it, I'm fine with them. Putting out these these pre-recorded presentations to share information on games with people.
Yeah, they should do that more often.
Exactly. So I'm completely fine with it. It's just the fact that this presentation started and they kicked things off, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of VR, but what they kicked off with was kind of interesting. They kicked off showing off Iron Man VR.
Iron Man VR, huh?
Yep. And it didn't look bad. It kind of looked like your typical kind of cheesy VR thing, It starts off you're in the plane and you're talking to your secretary or whatever, and then all of a sudden the plane blows up, and you're thrown out of the plane and you're falling. And he's like, "Okay, suit up," and you're you put on the Iron Man suit and you got all the stuff, and it's cheesy. It's cheesy as hell.
Of course, because nobody. I don't think there's hardly any really good VR games that would actually make me go out and buy a VR. So.
And hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades is one.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
That's a fun one. And there was one other one that was a shooter.
Job Simulator.
That was a good one too. Yeah,
that's a pretty good one actually. Yeah.
I think the only game I have right now on my person that is VR compatible is the Hyperdimension P5R.
DOA Extreme 3 is a VR too,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had that on Vita.
Oh, that's right. You have it on Vita. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, the PS4 version has VR.
Still haven't decided if I'm going to buy the new one just yet.
Don't buy it.
Why not?
Not yet. Because it's literally the same game, just with two extra girls.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So yeah, it's I'm actually glad that you haven't bought it, because I was gonna tell you, I'm like, you can buy whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but don't buy that, because from what I'm hearing, it's basically the same game, just with two more girls.
Okay. How about this? If they add Christy back, then I might buy it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But
I've been waiting for Christy to come back in that series. I don't know why they. Swapped out her for Neo Tengu. Why not just have them all there?
I mean, because
I'm pretty sure there's other favorite colors you can have for besides giving
that, and because they had the vote, and the top 10 vote getters get in. Because that's why Tina was cut. That's why Lisa was cut. That's why Mila wasn't added. That's why Rachel wasn't added. Anyway.
But yeah, I'm talking about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, there's a big glare. Anyway, so yeah, they kicked off with showing the Iron Man VR, and it looked cheesy. I mean, it didn't look terrible. Hopefully, it's playable.
Yeah, I wonder why they're just coming out with this now. Not like there's a certain movie, the end all movies.
Well, that like man, like this presentation. This is another bone I got to pick with this presentation. They were really trying to push this VR thing. Basically, like I think like 75% of the stuff that they showed was VR. It was a lot of VR stuff. Or it's like, okay, like here's a game. It also has VR. I'm like, I don't care. But another thing, like I could tell there's like this another thing that I got problem I have with this presentation was like it's almost like they were just trying to rush through it just to get it over with, because I looked at the time. It started at 5:00. It was 5:03, and they'd already talked about 4 games. And they showed off. Okay, they should be jumping in momentarily, so I'll kind of hold back on my rants about this.
Good. Nate's coming, so we'll have a balanced breakfast of bad podcast content.
I mean, when do we ever have good podcast content?
I know, right?
Rarely.
Hey,
What's up, Nate?
What's up?
So
I'm ranting about this PlayStation State of Play presentation that went on yesterday.
I mean, I think I saw your Twitter. You tweet about it.
I tweeted about it a couple times. Yeah,
it was
a thing.
It was. I want to see more of it though. I want to see more Nintendo Direct like.
Oh yeah.
Things from PlayStation.
Yeah, I actually liked that they did that. It's like because like some people are, oh, they're stealing Nintendo's idea. I'm like, no, they're not. I'm fine with it. I hope Xbox does that too.
yeah.
I'd be fine because they're not coming to E3 if they did this.
Yeah.
Or E3.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it at all, Nate?
Well, I just remember it was mainly people's issue with it was that it was PSVR focused.
It was very VR focused.
But I mean, it's just like I'm sure Nintendo has those 3DS centric events where I think 3DS is dead.
Not anymore. Like the last couple directs, like they haven't really showed anything on the 3DS.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Every like Sony press conference has a little bit of snippet for PSVR.
Yep.
We'll just say that this is a more focused PSVR snippet.
Yeah. Like they showed the Iron Man VR, which looked kind of cheesy. I've said that several times.
Yes, very.
They
I
showed
feel like anything that's kind of like Iron Man-esque related in a VR simulator is going to be kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's better to see it in VR than to get it as a game.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
They showed off Crash Team Racing for like a minute. And it's like apparently you can use like the old like polygon graphics in the game.
That's cool. It's funny. I was seeing that on Instagram actually. I think it was Instagram or Twitter where they're releasing the old versus the new. I like the new models.
Yeah.
Like they're true to the old choppy art.
Yep.
But they're actually refined like and new.
Yep. Yeah, so also saying like because like the presentation started at 5:00, and I look at the time, it was 5:03, and they had already talked about 4 games. I just felt like they were like trying to rush through it. It's like, we got to get this out now. I don't know. Yeah, what else? They showed off new Five Nights at Freddy's. That's a VR thing now. Does anyone care about that? I don't.
Joe, wasn't that on PC? The VR version of it?
The VR version? I don't know.
I could have sworn there was a VR version of Five Nights at Freddy's. I could have sworn. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm thinking about a game like it.
Possibly.
Yeah.
The last thing I heard from Five Nights at Freddy was that there was that RPG that wasn't good. Was it Five Nights at Freddy, like Freddy's World or something?
Yeah, that was like I think that was the free one.
I mean, wasn't it mostly jump scares anyways?
Well, the original games, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it fits better for VR if it's mostly jump scares.
Yeah.
You can do more with it. I just need, and Joe can probably confirm with me, I just need a certain game to be in VR. Even if it's just the demo. No?
Which is
PT?
PT.
Yeah.
I was like, because like as soon as he said, even if it's just the demo, and I'm like, he's talking about PT.
Yep. If we can get PT as a full game PSVR.
If we can get PT as a full game, period.
This is also true. Wait. Are we saying just the hallway or a little bit more than just the hallway?
I like a little bit more than just the hallway. So hallway was a proof of concept.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, did you play PT?
No, I did not.
Are you into like those like scary-ish games?
No, not really.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm just looking up like what else was shown at that presentation.
PT was basically atmospheric horror the way it's supposed to be.
Let's see. There was a new, like something made by Devolver Digital. It was like Observer or something. It's another VR thing. It was like you're in a space station, and it's like, and then it was like you are the space station. I'm like, what does that mean? What? From a building?
You're that thing from the comics when Rhodey became the space station.
Nice.
So you're a stand user?
Man, you're watching too much JoJo's, Joe.
I mean, it's a good show.
Hey, listen,
whoa, wait a minute.
JoJo's.
Joe has been on that JoJo's kick, man. He's like, we'll be doing dishes, and he'll be talking to me about like stand users and all. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about?
Oh man,
how is she's anime talking?
Show though.
Wasn't No Man's Sky also announced too?
Yep, that's getting VR as well.
Yep.
What else?
I think we got some add-on announcements too, like new characters for was it MK?
Yep, that was the last thing. Because I remember like there was like when it was like 5:15 when they're like as our final announcement. I'm like, really? Already? Anyway. They talked about Days Gone. If anyone still cares about that game. I don't even think Billy cares about that game at this point. And then they talked about this other game that's coming out called Concrete Genie, where it's like you play as like a kid who's getting bullied, and he finds like a magic paintbrush or something, and he gets like, because it's like the tagline was like, if you don't have any friends, you might as well make some, and he's like painting pictures on the walls, and the pictures come to life, and like there's all these like weird furry creatures and stuff, and then that kind of thing.
Wasn't this shown at I think E3?
I think it was, yeah. I think.
It might have been like in the little sizzle reel, but I do remember seeing like the concrete, the paintings, the graffiti, come to life.
Let's see, and then there was some dungeon crawler multiplayer game that they were really trying to push as like the next big party game, where it's like you play with friends or bots, and like you go into like a randomly generated dungeon.
Oh yeah, Ready Set Heroes.
That's what it. Yeah, that's what it is. And then like you go through the dungeon, and at the end, it's like you fight each other to claim the prize or something. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't look bad. I don't think that's gonna be the next big party game.
I don't think so either. Didn't Nintendo just do an Indies showcase also?
Yep, just like the other day, I think. Did we talk about that at all last week, or was that? I think that was this week.
We would cover this today. I think we would cover it today. I don't think it was last week.
Because I think it was like Wednesday, so I think it was like obviously the day after the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched that Indies thing. That's some pretty neat stuff. They showed off My Friend Pedro, which is another game by Devolver Digital, where there's a banana. It's pretty neat.
Why not?
Yeah.
Joe, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That game looks awesome.
And they showed off like some game that you're like you're taking part in the Iditarod dog sled race, and like it's like a survival thing. It's kind of interesting. Cuphead is coming to the Switch. And the interesting thing there is like you can actually get Xbox achievements in the Switch version.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was today.
What?
Hang on. Yeah, the showcase. That was today.
The Nindies thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was last week. I watched it like last week.
From Microsoft or from Nintendo?
Oh, Nintendo. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
talking about Nintendo.
Yeah, Microsoft's thing was today.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to look up if I can find details about it.
Okay. Let's see. Nindies. Yeah, Cuphead's coming to the Switch. My Friend Pedro. Blaster Master 02. That's coming out. That like I played the demo for Blaster Master 0. That game was pretty great. A game called Katana Zero. That looks pretty awesome. Aaron, I think you would like that a lot.
Katana Zero.
Yeah.
I have to look into it.
Should go look up the trailer for that. It's just like we told you to play The Messenger.
Yes, that was a very Aaron game, by the way.
I have to look into that too.
Yo,
that was literally just old school Ninja Gaiden.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is also coming from the same dude that didn't like Mark of the Ninja.
Really?
Yeah.
Aaron, you didn't like Mark of the Ninja?
Not really.
Because he's not good at he's not good at games that require actual stealth. He likes the action prospect of the ninja.
Yeah, but you like what the hell is that game? Tenchu. Did you not?
Sir, Joe, I am offended.
Aaron,
I am offended.
Did you like Tenchu?
Yeah, I like Tenchu. What?
Okay, that's all I need to just make sure. Did you play Splinter Cell?
No. Wait, I played one and I was just like, eh.
Yeah, you played, I think, Conviction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was the more action-y one anyways.
Conviction was the best one.
I mean, it was still good. I didn't say it wasn't good. Just saying, I think it was more action-y, though, than the previous, more stealth-focused games.
I think that was the first game I played on the hardest difficulty from start to finish and beat it.
I think I only did that with the, what was it? Prince of Persia games. I'd actually start those at the highest difficulty.
Let's see.
But that was more or less because the achievement called for, you could do it all in one playthrough.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's predictions. Let's see.
It looks like there wasn't really much added. I mean, at that conference.
The Microsoft one?
Yeah, it was more or less just Killer Queen, Outer Wilds, and Blazing Chrome, letting you know that it's coming out same day to Game Pass as it does in Xbox One.
Okay. So that Nintendo Nindies presentation, they ended on like showing off like I guess a sequel to if anyone knows of the Crypt of the Necro Dancer. There's like a Zelda version of that coming out called Cadence of Hyrule. That looks kind of neat. Let's see. What else did they show off? Can I get into like a definitive list here? What is that? Oh, that's a bit. Oh, and they showed off a game called Blood Roots where you play as a dude with a wolf on his head.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then there was this thing called Neo Cab. I don't know what that is. It's like, I think it's like not a Crazy Taxi thing, but I don't know. Let's see. So anyway, getting back to that PlayStation State of Play. So the last thing they talked about was Mortal Kombat 11, and they confirmed some more characters. They confirmed Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and Jax.
And we got a very brief glimpse of Katana.
Yep.
Which, as far as defaults go, this is probably her best look yet.
Yo, what about MK9?
I mean, MK9 was Big Titty Combat 9.
Your point?
He's like, and yes.
So maybe I'm like I might be alone here. Yo, Jax looks dumb. I'm just saying. Not the biggest fan of the way Jax looks in MK11.
I don't even know if I must have missed that trailer. Let me look at this up.
I mean, I don't think he looks bad.
He looks like somebody out of G Unit.
Somebody out of G Unit lets me think that he is not ideal.
So I was telling Joe yesterday,
Like
one of
the
my
90s
biggest
version,
gripes about
like
one of
the
my biggest
90s
gripes about Mortal Kombat is like the characters never look. They always look different, like majorly different in every single game.
Oh God.
Anyway, you're saying, Aaron?
Long pause.
90s Jax looks like he's just like thugging off the street with like robot arms.
That's
Like he literally walks up to his like future self. I swear to God, as soon as I saw that, I was just like, my mind instantly put in a God, why am I drawing a brain fart? My mind instantly imagined him saying, "Yo," just like to his other self, like, "Yo, hey, yo, what's up, N-word? Do something, bro. Do something."
You remember his alternate from like Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance?
No.
He had like a yellow jacket and he had like the giant.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you might as well be a DLC character for 50-cent blood in the sand.
Yeah. But I do like the some of the like the dichotomy between like their younger selves and their older selves in the trailer. It was pretty fun.
yeah.
Like old school versus new school rep.
Like the Johnny's duking it out is the best.
Yeah. Just the slow mo on Johnny doing the groin punch is hilarious.
On Kano?
Yeah, on Kano. That was hilarious.
Like one of the parts that got me in that trailer, which I thought was kind of funny, was like when Liu Kang and Kung Lao, they go. What's the time dude's name? What's his name again?
Gearus.
Yeah.
It's a anagram of gears.
So like, let's say like if you didn't know that dude could like warp time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kung Lao is just throws his hat and cuts the dude's head off immediately. I'm like, well, that was
easy.
That was easy. But obviously now that like you know that he can like control time, it's like okay, he'll just come back to life. But yeah,
it makes you wonder how that works though.
Yeah,
like is it just a thing that's in place that will reverse time if he dies?
Oh,
yeah. Does it detect his, like life force or whatever?
DLC character, either the Prince or the Dahaka.
I thought you were gonna say Blinks the Time Sweeper, and I was gonna be angry.
Hey, you know what? I'd be happy as fuck if the Prince was in there. I would need Warrior Within Prince though, not Two Swords Prince.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I am indifferent. So
the Dahaka's in there, just like.
As long as they don't add Blinks the Time Cat, I'm good.
You guys are freaking well.
Microsoft exclusive.
Yo, he was supposed to be the mascot if Master Chief wasn't. I'm like, yo, I'm glad Halo took off.
Holy.
We could have gotten like Blinks the Time Sweeper Reach. With the customizable armor sets for Time Cats. I don't know.
We got
that would have been great.
Would it have been? You're lying. You're lying.
Sure it would have been great.
So, do you think they're going to do a Days of Future Past thing with this?
I think so.
Maybe, probably.
Just kind of let's retcon the future by bringing the past in there, and then it changes everything.
I mean,
how many times have they like retconned the universe so far? Twice? Was this the second time now?
Yeah, I think this is the second time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was the big reset in 9. And then
Oh yeah, after Armageddon.
Yep.
9 game. Yep.
And then in 10, they were like, "Oh hey, Devora's been there all the time." You didn't see her? She was back there.
Just standing in the corner.
Yeah.
Well, during one of their live streams, they said that Kotal Khan's been there the whole time. He's just been in like Shang Tsung's flesh pits being experimented on because Shao Kahn thought he was too much of a threat.
Because why not?
Yo, let me talk about Kotal Khan for a minute, okay?
Tell him why you're mad.
Because so they came out with the Kotal Khan reveal trailer the other day, and literally at the start of the video, it said Kotal Khan reveal trailer, and I watched it, and I'm like, okay, this looks great, but was this really a Kotal Khan reveal trailer,
or was it Jackie's trailer,
or was it? I'm like, yo, somebody at NetherRealm fucked up. But then again, it's Ed Boon and NetherRealm, so I'm like, okay, because it's like this, like. I thought it was bad when DOA put out the Christie trailer and she's getting knocked into all these cars. This man, Kotal Khan,
he gets killed in his own trailer.
He got obliterated in his own trailer. I'm just saying.
He didn't have enough willpower. He forgot his willpower. He forgot his lantern ring. Nate knows exactly what I'm talking about. Willpower.
Okay.
Willpower?
Yeah.
No.
Because Kotal Khan is voiced by Phil Lamar. I think he's still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you go by that statement, then wasn't he also Manhunter at some point?
He was also Vamp.
Mm-hmm. And he was John Stewart.
He can't die twice.
We got to see in the newest trailer, the story trailer, that Aaron Black is back, apparently.
We knew that already.
Yeah, I think it was confirmed like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, when they revealed Cassie and somebody else. Cassie was doing her stuff to Aaron Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need one more character reveal. I'm good.
You mean the character that was also revealed the other day?
No, I figured we were already going to talk about that character, so he's already, established. I'm just looking for one female character, one of my mains,
Shiva.
My waifu. No.
It's like, who else do you play besides fucking Noob? Or
Melina?
Smoke?
I played Melina back in 10. Well,
I only remember playing Melina in 9.
Can we really say back in 10? It was just the last game.
I mean, it's backward. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember you playing Melina much at all.
I remember him playing Melina a little bit.
Yeah, she was the only female character I liked from 10.
Was Melina the when she takes her mask off? It's not a pretty sight.
She has lips this time.
She's got the wood chipper mouth.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, she has lips this time.
Yeah, Katana's test tube baby or sister.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they also revealed Noob Saibot.
Yep. Oh boy, that
Aaron, how hard did you jizz your pants when I posted that trailer to the Slack?
I was just when I saw it, I was just like, oh hey, Noob is, and then I started looking at his moves. I was just like, oh wow, they really did upgrade him from 9. I mean, yeah, from 9.
They gave him a giant hook.
Yeah, they gave him a giant hook. His outfit looks pretty good. I can't wait to see the customizable options from him. His clone lull, the sliding one, looks like it's from what Max was saying, it's like 13 frames. So that looks like it could be very setup-y, or you can catch somebody when they're sleeping on it. If a person that you throw it out and a person doesn't expect it, you can kind of catch them pretty easy on it. I like his move where I think he did to Cassie. He meter burned his wormhole and made her fall through it like 3 times.
Yep.
And then bounced her off the ground. That looks pretty neat. And his other thing that he did to Sub-Zero where he wormholed him and then he had him strung up in the air and was punching him in the face. That looked pretty neat. And I think his critical blow is the one where he has his shadow come up, tackle you from behind, and he charges you into his 2 feet to the face, like his drop kick. That was pretty nice. and his freaking fatality is awesome. But yeah. Other than that, yeah, looks pretty good. I saw like looked like Cyber Sub-Zero was in the back and that
Yeah, the Cyber Initiative Laboratory.
Yep. So that might be a hint
great.
to a DLC character or something like that, maybe.
Yo, speaking of which, they revealed their first DLC character. Old Shang Tsung.
Yep.
Which is based off of an actor, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
it's the actor off the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same dude voicing him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. From Mortal Kombat movie, the first one.
We should specify the trailer they put out was for the Crypt. The Crypt being on Shang Tsung's island. And then they revealed that Shang Tsung would be the first DLC character.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people were asking, like, who's this guy walking up to Shang Tsung and whatnot? And a lot of people were theorizing that it might be a creator character. Who knows?
I don't want creative character. I just don't.
No.
That'll be too much like Jump Force. And not in terms of like gameplay, but if you have too much stuff built into one character, it can kind of be kind of cheesy and not balanced.
Or to compare it to something a little bit more relatable, like MK Armageddon.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
I don't know. I like MK is I kind of like it for its creative. Like, this is what they put in the game. That's their vision.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a creative character. Then again, a lot of times I don't really need creative character.
Yeah, so I feel like certain game franchises just don't need creative character.
Like, creative character is good.
Like Sonic.
If you're playing a story from your character's point of view, that's like an outsider looking in.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when creative character works, because you're just essentially making your avatar.
Like Xenoverse.
And Shinobi Strikers was okay for doing that until they implemented like characters and abilities that made the game kind of broken. It was decent. They did a decent job at it. It could have been better. I wish it was more like.
One who played that one?
Yeah, I still have it. I haven't played it in a while though. It feels a little bit more tactical than Xenoverse 2 was, but at the same time, Xenoverse 2 had a lot more to offer. But Shinobi Strikers is definitely more team focused and objectives and stuff like that, like capture the flag and then other stuff, etc., etc. You definitely had to have like certain people spec out into like defense and healer and then attack and stuff like that. But
yeah, MK doesn't need creative fighter again.
Did they say that they were going to have any more reveals, or was that the last set of reveals that we're going to get before?
No, they said they still got announcements to make before. At least they mentioned that on the State of Play.
April though, right?
Yeah, like they said that like
23rd.
they still got announcements to make before the launch. I'm like, okay. I don't know if that's like any like characters or anything, but
I mean that's 3 more weeks that they could do like a weekly announcement.
Yeah.
So
that would give them what 4 DLC characters to announce or to have planned.
Sure. Hopefully not Freddy Krueger.
We don't seem to be getting any more full launch roster characters.
No, I'm pretty sure the launch roster is announced.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but unless they just they confirmed Katana, because we just got the glimpse of her from the cutscene, one of the cutscenes.
Yeah, we saw 90s Katana, so
hopefully she's the only one I'm waiting for.
Yeah, because otherwise, I think we basically have everybody for the launch roster. Like I feel like the mainstays like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya, Jax, Johnny Cage.
All the necessaries.
Yeah. What about Reptile?
Oh,
We
yeah.
haven't heard anything about Reptile. He might be sitting out this one. Probably get in like Mortal Kombat 12 or something, or DLC maybe.
I feel like maybe Reptile. I think Reptile might be the only one that's kind of missing, but at the same time,
I don't think he was really like super integral to any of the stories.
I don't think so, no, because he was always just kind of a servant.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like except the time he turned into the Dragon King, but that wasn't just an ending.
Melina might not be coming back due to the fact that she got killed by Devora in the story.
There's a million of her, though.
Yeah, there's a million of her, but they might.
She's literally a test tube baby.
Yeah, I know, but they might sit her down on the bench. I mean, look at Noob Saibot. He didn't come back in 10. He got destroyed by the Soul NATO in 9. But he's back now, so...
Yeah.
DLC.
Yeah, could very well be.
Because Melina's too popular a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would make sense to have her a DLC to make sure people, you rack in that DLC money.
Right, because it's like when you, like... This is just my opinion, but it's like if you power rank the top 5 most popular Mortal Kombat characters, it's gonna be Scorpion, it's gonna be Sub-Zero. Pretty sure Melina's gonna be in that top 5. I don't know. Help me out, Joe. Who else do you? The other 2 slots on the top 5 popular MK. Johnny Cage.
Yeah, Johnny maybe.
And
Liu Kang.
I don't know about Liu Kang.
How many people like Liu Kang?
I was happy when he died.
Yeah, I was too.
Yo,
if Katana's not top 5, she's definitely top 10.
Yep. Yeah, I popped off when that opening cinematic in Deadly Alliance when Shang Tsung snapped his neck. Liu Kang. I'm like, yo, that dude's dead. Happy day, he is dead.
I think we all hate Liu Kang is due to the fact that back when the Mortal Kombat just came out, I'm talking about back in the 90s, didn't you guys love fighting people that used to spam his bicycle kick?
There was that, and because I'm sure Joe will say the same thing. He's a Bruce Lee clone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the reasons why I don't like him.
All Bruce Lee clones are trash.
Yeah. And then, okay, going back a ways. Mortal Kombat 1, right? They had the fatalities. Sub-Zero has the spine rip. Scorpion, torches you. Kano rips your heart out. What does Liu Kang do? He does a cartwheel kick and an uppercut. That's it. That was literally it. I'm like, he has the worst fatality in the game. But yeah. So yeah, Melina will probably be in MK11. Probably. I'd be really surprised if she's not. She'll probably be DLC.
Yeah. Actually, Joe, I'm surprised you're still hoping out for Katana. I thought you would have picked up Scarlet as being like your number 1 out of the females.
Do you not remember my attachment to Katana in 10?
Yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah, that's his 2 mains were Katana and Kung Lao.
Yeah. Because when the game came out, I started with Kung Lao. I spent 6 straight hours in training mode with him. And then I was playing around and I was trying Katana out, and there's oh my god, this is my character. And I all but stopped playing Kung Lao after that.
Just leaving characters at the side of the road.
I like playing a lot of characters. I just sometimes I have trouble finding a main.
You mean like that time in Street Fighter when you became a Mika player?
I played her for one day because of a costume.
Well, Joe became a Mika player. That's never would have saw that coming.
It's on Facebook. There's proof. Anyway,
I've played all of those characters at least once.
Speaking of DLC for Mortal Kombat, I really hope we don't get any horror movie characters. I hope that's over and done with.
Yeah, I mean,
throw them in there.
It's I
really hope we don't.
It's I didn't mind them in 10.
Maybe we'll get Leprechaun from Leprechaun.
The only one I didn't really care for was Leatherface. Though even so, his animations were well done. The chainsaw felt really meaty.
I just want obscure villains now.
Dude, Tall Man from Phantasm.
That's really obscure because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yo, those movies were fantastic.
If anything, we might get the clown from it. Ugh.
Yeah, that would be a no.
What about Chucky?
Ugh. It'd be another case of Soul Calibur Yoda.
What if we just got Stranger Things tie-in?
But it's like we're getting a Stranger Things game. That was shown on the newer. Yo, what if we get Game of Thrones in Mortal Kombat?
No.
I don't know. I've never watched or read Game of Thrones. So
does that mean we get Aquaman as a playable character?
Sigh.
We get shot in the head Nightwing as a character. He's like all undead and stuff. Oh wait, no, he's not because he just got shot in the head, but he's fine. He just has amnesia
and a scar in the shape of his symbol.
Because that's what happens when you get shot in the head.
Don't forget the periodic seizures that he's going through and whatnot. So yeah, that makes perfect. You know what? I'm all getting off this topic.
The seizures make sense there, and that's probably the only fact of this that actually makes sense.
Yeah. Don't worry, he'll be back in another couple of months or something like that.
Are we gonna Lazarus pit him?
Huh?
Are we gonna Lazarus pit him?
He's not dead.
He can still heal in the Lazarus pit. You don't have to put a dead person in Lazarus pit.
Oh yeah, so he'll be just like Jason.
No, because Jason got brought back from the dead. It's a possibility.
You and your new freaking Casey Jones threads and whatnot. That's your character now. Looking like a love child between a Mortal Kombat character and Casey Jones.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. You say Casey Jones, I start an arrow. Don't get me started.
I'm happy that it's on its final season. That arrow needs to end. I don't know.
The only happiness that gave me was that the guy who's playing Dante from Ninth Circle is one of the Highlanders. Very obscure, but it's one of the Highlanders. And no one knows what I'm talking about.
Nope. I haven't. No.
Right over my head.
There can be only one. They decapitate each other. No one. No, they're immortals, and they.
I haven't been watching this season.
Oh, that's not from Arrow. That's a different thing. That's actually a whole other series in a movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I know what you're talking about. Gotcha. No.
You know who they should add them like Mortal Kombat 11? They should add that the scissor dude from Clock Tower.
Oh God,
you lost me,
Joe. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Just like a midget dude with hedge clippers.
Wait! I got it. Eddie from Edward Scissorhands.
That wasn't really a horror movie, though. That was.
I mean, let's be honest. When it comes to
he sliced up a girl's face. That's why the people turned on him, and he had to run away.
Nate, for a minute there, I had to brace myself because I didn't know which Eddie you were going with. I was just like,
I was thinking the smart Eddie, not single D Eddie. I mean, if that's the case,
Double D.
What we really need is Ralph.
Yes,
we're really needing that game. 100%. Ralph going full Ralph.
Yeah. Don't you dare mock the son of a shepherd.
Yep.
God, that's his fatality.
Have the best intro quotes.
Yo, we just get it's like no more horror movie crossover. We get full Cartoon Network crossover with MK.
That'd be great.
Johnny Cage versus Johnny Bravo.
And then the people get what they want. Scooby-Doo in there.
Exactly.
Fucking Shaggy.
If only to see the Mystery Machine run over somebody as a fatality.
We get one of the Powerpuff Girls, like one of the older Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, you mean the Rowdy Rough Girls? Or
No, I'm talking about when
we get the Amoeba Boys.
Oh my!
Remember the episode when they got aged up?
No. We get Fuzzy Lumpkins, and he has his freaking meat gun.
Oh my God!
No, guys, you gotta go for the more obscure Roach Coach.
Oh no!
Penelope Pitstop.
Oh God, I don't remember.
Oh man, Sedusa.
Oh,
no. Better yet, Cerebellum.
Paw Bears.
No, you have to get Cerebellum dressed up as Sedusa.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Snorks.
The Snorks. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you can go all Aquaman with it.
No, you gotta get some Aqua Teen Hunger Force in there. You gotta get Meatwad. You gotta get
No, listen.
No, you gotta get the Hillbilly.
If you're pulling a character from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, it has to be Santa of Claws.
Yeah.
All right.
Sir Santa of Claws.
His fatality.
No. The cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past can be part of the Lin Kuei Cyber Division. Yes.
No, you just get Carl's father, and he just like feeds you carpet until you explode.
Oh my!
Oh man!
We went down a rabbit hole, guys.
We have derailed.
You went.
You can't eat carpet, silly daddy. Of course you can. You got to boil it first.
Till the glue gets soft.
Boil it first.
Oh my god. Oh. Memories.
So we can get that great crossover of between Motor Combat and Wacky Races. Another prime installment of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, because everybody loved Motor Combat. I mean, Chess Combat was pretty good from Mortal Kombat Deception.
Chess Combat was awesome.
So my next question is, since we're still talking about Mortal Kombat, what do you think the storyline's gonna take the series from here?
I really don't know.
I mean, I think I've said it before. When it comes to fighting games, the story doesn't matter for me. It just at all.
I have hopes for this one just because it's NetherRealm, and NetherRealm's like they've done story pretty good in their last few games.
Mm-hmm.
About it.
I don't know.
I mean, the story for 10 was good. The story for Injustice 2 was better.
The story for 10 was great.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter, they had their cinematic story and it was okay. I'm like,
although Street Fighter felt like it was everything I say is just it cues up the next fight.
Yeah.
I will say that I think MKX, if I remember correctly, it wasn't just queuing up the next fight. There was actually like stuff going on.
Yeah. There was like linear progression for everybody that contributed to the story.
Yeah. And it was the same thing with Injustice. Now that you say it. Same thing with Injustice. It wasn't Injustice 1 was more of a hey, these two characters are gonna fight, and that's it.
Yeah, but it had an overarching kind of story to it, and they did it better in 2, mind you.
Yes.
And they had better like lines and delivery in 2, like when Poison Ivy was talking about talking to Cyborg, saying it's like, oh yeah, it won't bring back what you lost, especially below the waist. That was like, damn. She made a dick joke.
Nah, she was talking about legs. Because he's a football player. And he was a quarterback.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one.
Who ran a lot.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That's exactly what she meant.
Cyborg has no feet.
Yep.
The only thing he has left is half a chest, half of an arm, half a face.
No, 3/3 of a face. No, 3/4 of a face. 3/4.
Oh, that's right. He's only missing the eye and part of his skull. Speaking
of which, Doom Patrol is actually pretty good. They like it better than Titans.
I'm not watching it. The way they're advertising it makes it like a buddy, like a comedy. I just can't. I can't.
No, actually, it hits you in the feels on a couple of episodes, but
I'll wait till it's done. How about that? I'll give it that. I did the same thing with Titans. I waited till Titans was all over and then watch that season.
Did you watch it? Finish?
No. Hang on, I'll tell you right now. I'll look in Plex and see how far I got. Okay, I'm halfway through episode 1.
Nice. That's progress.
Don't get me wrong. I like the actor that played Robin. It's just that they just went a little bit too dark for Dick Grayson for me.
Just think of it like the Marvel universe, or sorry, the DC universe's Arrow, and then you'll be happy again. Hey, can we talk about what else? They said something about Persona this week, right?
Yep, I was just about to get to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they announced Persona 5R or Persona 5 the Royal.
I'm sad.
No Switch version announced yet. I'm still being hopeful.
Isn't it just expanding the story?
Because they still got more to announce. I think they said April 24th. More announcements.
Listen, it better be that it's on Switch.
It's like, why would it not be? It's like,
here's the thing, right?
And Smash and
there's some plus sides to it not coming to Switch.
Okay.
So hear me out. If it doesn't come to Switch, that means that Smash characters can come from any system, right?
Right.
If it does come to Switch, that only means that the same kind of thing goes around where it has to be on a Nintendo product in order for it to be in Smash.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know, man. I needed it to come out for my handheld.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And if you think about it, when they did Persona 4 Golden, it was the release on a handheld. Mm-hmm. It was the Vita version, so since we don't get a Vita version, could we get,
Well, technically, they could still probably put it on the Vita because Persona 5 was on the Vita, on the PlayStation 3. You can get it.
No. The Vita would catch fire if it tried to do Persona 5. And the Persona 5 doesn't even look. Sorry, it doesn't look like it should be strenuous, but Vita could barely hold. What was that fucking game? The same people who made Dragon's Crown made this.
Atlas?
Yeah, Atlas made this. The game before Dragon's Crown. Let me see if I can find it.
It's not Odin Sphere, is it?
Yes, Odin Sphere.
That's okay.
It could barely handle Odin Sphere. I doubt it can handle Persona 5. I mean, I'm sure they can optimize for it, but just give it to me on Switch. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Odin Sphere was a good game.
Also, did they say they're doing a female version of the main character in this one?
Yeah, I don't think that's confirmed though, because they just like, oh hey, there's this character. I don't think they've confirmed it as like female main character though.
Yeah, I think
because they're like, oh, is she friend? Is she foe? What is she?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is she takeout? Is she deli?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just an option in the beginning of the game, because from what I remember of the story, it's pretty like agnostic for if you're male or female. Like there's nothing in there that really could be only for male. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And it's 2019. If there is any kind of flirting with a female character with your male protagonist, they can just do it with a female. It doesn't matter.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Atlas. I mean, people are still angry at Atlas for what they did in the Catherine Full Body.
And it's an anime game. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, they got more. They said that they got more big announcements for P5R. I think they said April 24th or something like that. So hopefully, I mean, yeah, hopefully it'll be a Switch announcement. But like you said, Nate, it's like if it doesn't come to Switch, then that reason of like, oh, like Smash characters can be added from anywhere and stuff like that, which is neat.
I was just playing P5 before I jumped on. I was finishing up on Social Link.
With this said, if it does only come out for PS4, then I'm just going to keep the regular one that I have. Like, there's no sense in me getting this. If anything, it reminds me of the Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. It's like a Game of the Year edition.
Right.
Had all the DLC up to that point. Which, did you guys hear about that?
The DLC didn't.
Yeah, we knew that they canceled all the DLC going forward.
Right.
And there's one that they're finishing up.
Yep.
The one that they're finishing up is not tied into any. It's not in the Royal Edition. It's not in your Season Pass. It's a standalone $10 DLC that you'd have to get unbundled from everything else.
Didn't know that.
Yep. I'm not paying $10 for a game that I don't play anymore.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Just saying. And I thought I'd be fine with it if it meant, because there's an option to upgrade your edition of Final Fantasy 15 to the Royal Edition. which essentially just means you're buying the season pass.
Right.
But that's not included with the Royal Edition.
It makes no sense to me. Like, why would it not be?
It doesn't.
I have it on PC. I haven't even went through it yet on PC.
15 is a good game.
It is a very good game.
It's a good game.
I figured it would be good just because, like Joe said, you know,
did you
Joe
like the
played
story
it.
though? Did you finish the story?
Yeah.
Yeah. The story was good.
Yeah.
That's coming from Joe. We all know how much Joe likes Final Fantasy.
I was actually compelled. Like, I couldn't put it down in like the last couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last time I played it on PS4 was shortly after Luna Freya died.
So you're not really halfway, but
yeah,
you're not really halfway, but it's sort of
like,
halfway.
It's like 45% of the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is great. I can't praise that game enough for what happened. Like, this is a good example of a game that took a long time to come out,
Mm-hmm.
and
but has benefited because of it.
Yeah.
Now, are you saying I'm halfway through the game in terms of like the game without the DLC or the game with the DLC?
Oh no, I'm not including any DLC with that.
Oh.
You're halfway through the base game. DLC, I forgot how it's handled. I don't think I actually went back and played any of the DLC chapters.
I think I only played one of them. But I might have only played a demo.
When you're playing through the story, though, Aaron, you can see where, at least I can see where they give gaps for where these other character chapters could pick up.
Gotcha.
So if they do let you play it at any point, you're probably going to be playing a flashback. Because Prompto, there's a part of the game where you don't have Prompto. There's a part of the game where you don't have Ignis. And because from the story trailers, it seems like you're playing during that missing time.
Gotcha.
Which leads me to believe that might have been included in the story in the first place, that they then pulled out of the game. At least that's what it kind of seems like.
Gotcha.
I don't know about Arduin though. This DLC definitely looks like it's when he first, like from the beginning. So I guess you can call it a prequel.
Yeah. Like how he got to be the way he is.
Yes. I mean, I should really go back and play it, but there's a lot of other games that I should go back and play.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be playing much of anything until after I go through Persona 5 and then probably go through it a second time just for all the achievements.
You know,
when you guys said there was like a lot of DLC for Persona 5, I thought it was like extra dungeons and stuff. A lot of it is like extra costumes and personas.
Yep.
Which I ended up buying Tsukiyomi and Izunagi, like the standard ones and the Picaro or the Rogue versions of them.
Personas?
Yeah, you can buy
early unlock for personas.
Yeah, you can get like Tsukiyomi, you can get Izunagi, like the persona from the main antagonist from 4. And then you can get Elizabeth from Persona 3, I think. The bull-looking dude. I forget the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have the originals, and then they have the Picaro versions.
I'm surprised that they actually... But you can unlock these in the game, though. Can't you?
Possibly. If you're high enough, I assume.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you can actually unlock these characters. Could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I definitely picked up the Tsukiyomi one. That actually helped in a lot of boss fights.
Oh, on a random note, they announced Shantae 5. It's pretty nice.
Not familiar with the series.
Good game.
It's a very, very good series.
Oh,
she kind of looks like a genie, is she?
Yeah, she's a genie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the games literally called Half Genie Hero.
Oh.
Yeah,
to look into it.
Because she's a half genie, I think. Because I think her mother's a genie and her father's not a genie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's very, very good, like Metroidvania style. It's very colorful.
Very colorful. It's got some good humor in it. Good cast of characters. Except Bolo. Bolo sucks.
Yeah.
I definitely have to check it out then.
Okay. Okay, on a final random note, this is kind of a quick one, but apparently people data mined Smash and they found 16 dummy slots on that character select screen.
Huh.
Now, apparently, like, I don't know if it's like, debunked or whatever, but it's like they're saying like that those slots are basically for World of Light characters, but like there's, obviously there's rumors going around, because like there's 16 slots, and this was before Piranha Plant was added, so you add Piranha Plant, that's 15 slots, and then 5 slots times 3, that's 15. So people were speculating that we're going to be getting 3 fighters passes for Smash Ultimate, which would bring that roster up to, what did we say, Joe? 85?
85. Yep.
85. Which is chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
beefy.
That's Black Cat chunky.
And it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna like, have us like, go down the list, go around and be like, oh, like, who do you think is gonna be in, because like 15 characters, man. If that ends up being true, okay, because obviously, like there's 14 left because they've announced Joker and stuff, so we have 4 more on this pass. But it's like, it gets back to Nate saying that if Persona 5 doesn't get put on the Switch, so these characters could come from anywhere and stuff, and it's like it's vast of like who they could pick.
Oh yeah. I mean we've talked about it before.
Month, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Joe?
I say like we've talked about our speculations before of like what characters we would expect to see.
Yeah. And that's just like 5. It's like, okay, it's like 14 other slots.
Yeah.
It's like, oh geez, I don't know.
It's like they could pull well-known ones, they could pull obscure ones. Like they could probably even make like a whole brand new character that's exclusive to Smash that's never been anywhere.
They can start pulling characters from like obscure characters from different series. I hope we don't get any more Star Fox characters.
We don't really need any more.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, it's like, oh, they add Panther.
Panther.
Well, I did see a couple of people in a couple of different forums were saying it's like, why don't they add Panther and Leon from like Star Wolf? And it's like, we don't need those characters.
Yeah, it's like, add Slippy. No,
We know we're not getting Crystal because she's a assist trophy. So
it's like,
and a spirit.
It's like if they add that many, it's like, because I forget the studio name, but the people who made Cuphead, because they want Cuphead in Smash, and I'm like, that could be interesting.
Could be a possibility that we get Sans.
Yeah, because like Sakurai has played Undertale. I feel like if they add Sans or Papyrus or any Undertale character, I feel like they would work better as an assist trophy. Like I've said this before, if they add Sans, and it's like he's an assist trophy, and like you just bust out those Gaster Blasters and all the other crazy stuff that he does, it's cool. It'd be cool, I think. But yeah, it's like if it ends up being true, and we end up getting 3 fighter passes for Smash Ultimate, and like that roster is brought up to the 85. Okay, cool, Sakurai, take a break.
Yeah.
We don't need Smash again for a while. Good 10-15 years. But yeah.
Speaking of Smash, how you guys been doing in Smash, like World of Light and stuff?
I really haven't touched World of Light very much. I actually don't like it very much.
And
it's like,
it was fun the first time I went through it. The second time, I'm just like,
Yeah, it's like I'm not big on it. I'm not saying that it's a terrible mode. It's just like I'm like, I don't know.
Zero, I think, in one of his videos.
Yeah, Zero said it was bad.
Yeah, and then he was also saying that he didn't really like the way they do the online, like the GSP and stuff.
Yeah, But
I haven't played it yet, so I don't know.
So, I mean, it's Smash. I play Smash to play Smash.
Mm-hmm.
To play with you guys or play online or to just fight people. I don't do it for
Right.
oh, I gotta level up this spirit. No, I don't.
Well, it gives you something to do when you can't play people.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like World of like this is me. I don't like World of Light very much. It's like the map looks nice and like the concept is interesting, but it's like also like it's just me being like salty because like a lot of those fights are difficult to just be like difficult, and I'm like,
Yeah, you definitely have to level up your spirits and your sub spirits and stuff like that to get through a lot of those.
Yeah,
and you have to have the right character unlocked.
Yeah, I don't know.
What else was I gonna say? Speaking of not finding anybody to fight, I recently got Plus. I went online with DOA and couldn't find anybody to play.
That's surprising.
That's pretty surprising, actually.
Yeah, it took me. Well, I was in there for like 10 minutes and couldn't find anybody. It was on a Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday. I was up there and just couldn't find anybody. I waited in there like 10 minutes.
I usually find people fine on PC when I go on.
But yeah.
Should have been crossplay.
Should
have been crossplay. I was to say that.
So Joe, what was this whole thing about them having Venus Vacation on Steam?
Yeah, they silently released Extreme 3 Venus Vacation on Steam, but it's only in like 9 countries. And since I follow the Koei Tecmo curator, like I got the notification in my email about it. And I went to the page and I'm like, oops, this is unavailable in your region. And I'm like, you lied to me. Apparently, it's only available in Hong Kong, Taiwan, Republic of Korea, Singapore, Vietnam, Philippines, Taiwan, Macau, I think I'm saying that right, and China.
And I think it has English subtitles. I think. Yeah.
And apparently, it's also censored.
Oh, okay.
Like I was reading through like some of the reviews or comments and shit like that.
See, because if they put like Venus Vacation on Steam, I would play that because Venus Vacation, they have like the events and they add new content and stuff for like stuff for you to do. So I don't know. Plus, I the other new girls other than Misaki, the other ones.
Yeah.
Because there's Luna and there's Gropey Chick, whatever her name was, and then there's purple-haired chick, and then there's Hard Mode, who's Misaki's sister. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the names either.
I don't remember because she's Misaki's sister and she hates you. That's it. Because apparently because she's like, oh, you take advantage of my sister by making her work for you. I don't like you very much. And then you walk in on her taking a bath.
Nice.
That's all I saw from that trailer. So, let's see. I think that's about it.
Oh, Luna is okay. So that's
that's
the white hair.
The white hair chick, and then there's the gropey chick. Who's old.
Tamaki.
Who's old.
Okay.
Who's old?
Tamaki, yeah. I guess you're talking about Tamaki, and then there's Fiona.
Yeah, that's the purple-haired one, right?
And then there's the surly big sister, and she's Nagisa.
Yeah, that's the name.
Nagisa. That looks like a surly version of Hanoka, just with mean face and short hair.
But I think that's about it. Unless you guys got anything else you want to add real quick.
I don't think so.
Sekiro came out.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you gonna say, Joe?
Bethesda had confirmed that their upcoming games are going to be on Steam, but they're going to have their own launcher, and that includes Fallout 76.
Okay. wasn't it? I don't know if it still is, but wasn't Morrowind free? I think I saw that yesterday. Like they was like, oh, like
no, it was It was like Morrowind's anniversary a couple days ago.
I think I saw the thing yesterday. It was like, oh, like make like a Bethesda account and you can get Morrowind for free because of the anniversary.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I never really liked Morrowind because it gave you like very, very little direction. That and there was a ton of reading.
I mean, who doesn't like reading? I don't.
I'm not a big fan when like it's forced and there's a lot of it.
Yeah. Oh, another random note. New Street Fighter V extra battle costume turns Zeku into Red Earth's Kenji. So Ninja Man gets turned into other Ninja Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, cool Ninja Man.
Yeah. And again, Red Earth. Never really heard of that game. I know it's a beat 'em up.
I only heard Wooly talk about it.
Cool.
Oh, and also Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 got announced.
That's right.
Which anybody who's ever played that game didn't think we would ever get a second one.
Yeah, I never really heard of that game. But I heard about it and I saw it on Twitter and a bunch of people I follow, they're like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Good for you."
It's like I played a little bit of the first Bloodlines. It's a very, very good game. It's a very story heavy RPG, similar to like an Elder Scrolls game. It's all about vampires and like the dark world of that, like all your like adult themes. It's very, very, very good.
Nice. Adult themes. I'm on board. Let's see.
Oh, did you guys go through wait, Joe, you're the one that has 6 right now, right?
DOA.
What?
Yeah.
Six? Yeah, DOA, yeah.
Yeah. Did you go through the story already?
Yeah. I believe we talked about that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe we did.
Yeah, I watched the story, and man, let me tell you one thing. That thing was all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
What'd you think of that ending?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I mean, wait, trying to remember what the ending was.
The main ending was when Hayate, Ayane, and Kasumi were in the forest.
Oh, okay,
and then the credits rolled, and then there was the secret ending.
Refresh my memory. The secret ending was
they revived Helena's mother.
Ah, yeah,
and
it
had that POV shot from behind the canister. It's like, hey, she's alive. Good for her.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I guess we're on the kick of, hey, let's bring all the dead parents back.
Yeah, it's.
I think the most surprising thing for me out of the story is when we found out that Helena and Kokoro are half sisters.
But we knew that already.
Did we?
Yeah, they mentioned that in 5.
Yep. Because Helena knew. Kokoro did.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
But yeah.
But a lot of the a lot of the story fragments for a lot of the characters did not match up with the main story. So I was like watching it, was just like, okay, what does this have to do with anything?
Is everybody
going to converge on the same point at some point? And no, not really. You had Tina working out with Zach. I'm just like,
yeah, they weren't supposed to be relating to the main story. That's just like, here's every character in the game and what they're doing at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, it serves everybody. It's like, oh, what's my character doing? And whatnot. Here you go. But
yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I think the story was better in 5. Not that I'm complaining too much. I'm appreciative of what they came out with 6. I appreciate what they did and all the hard work. I'm just saying the story was just better in 5.
No, I'll agree with that. I mean, like DOA 5 story wasn't like a masterpiece, but I feel like it was like slightly better because
there was a lot more tension in 5.
Yeah. Also not talking about the DOA 6 story, but also still talking about DOA 6. Apparently, on PS4 and on Steam, you can't buy DLC individually. Xbox One, you can.
So you can't buy costumes individually except for Xbox.
Right.
Yep.
You have to buy
we used to be able to do that on PS4 with DOA 5.
Yup.
And you know how Japan loves their PlayStation.
Yup.
But for some reason, they don't allow that anymore for 6.
Nope.
Yeah, because I was wondering. I was like, I happened to notice that they came out with wedding costumes for everybody. It was just like, oh, okay, I'm going to buy one for Hayabusa, and then I'm going to buy one for okay, no Christy up there. I'm going to go buy one from it's all in a bundle.
Yep.
You got to pay like what, $20 for it.
The second wave of those is coming soon. And speaking of which, the Lobbies update is actually getting pushed to April.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
For some stupid reason. Even though the functionality is already there, I have played my friend Mindless in a lobby before that worked fine, but apparently they are pushing the update.
Oh boy, this game. The gift that just keeps on giving. But delaying the gifts. And making you so you can't buy the gifts individually.
It's like Hanukkah, except it's March.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Bad analogy, sir. I'm not
like,
gonna forget that one.
It's
like Hanukkah, but it's March.
It's March. Because for a second I thought I forgot it was I thought he was talking about like an actual March, not like the month March. And I'm like, sure, the Hanukkah dance or something. I don't know.
Nice.
But yeah, bullshit. How you can't buy the costumes individually on Steam and PS4. That's a really stupid move in my opinion.
Yeah, I miss Team Attack though. Like I said, the other week.
Tag matches?
Yeah, tag matches.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll bring that back too. We just gotta wait on it.
One can hope. One can hope. So we can endure the revolving door. But dapper men will live on.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to say, I wasn't expecting this to happen to DOA because DOA has been pretty good about, releasing their stuff and releasing what feels like to be a full game. And then we get 6 and it's just like, oh, we're waiting for stuff that should have been implemented or ready to go from launch.
I don't know. It's just like, I love DOA. It's one of my favorite fighting game franchises. But the way that they marketed 5 wasn't great. And now they come out with DOA 6 and it's like I was hoping okay, they had some questionable business practices and marketing strategies for 5. Hopefully they can rectify that with 6 and then things will be better.
I'm guessing you're talking about the DLC and the costumes and whatnot.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's I'm like, they won't do the $93 season pass again. That was stupid. Lo and behold. $93.
Oh, no. You think they're going to stop that? You know how effective that probably was in 5? They're not going to stop that if they know people are actually going to go willingly and buy those costumes. Except now you can't buy them individually for the characters you actually play. You have to buy them in a bundle, so you're getting the costumes for the characters you do play, and
but also for the ones you don't.
Exactly. So
yeah, and that's highly detrimental to people that only play a couple characters.
Mm-hmm. But hey, money, and if you create a supply, if you create the demand, then there's going to be a supply.
Yeah. Especially people that play core fighters and only like buy the characters they use, and they get a bunch of costumes for characters they don't even own.
That just pushing them to buy the full game and all the fighters. Kinda, in a way.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's like, I love my video games, but fuck video games sometimes.
Yeah. And I'm seeing that it's sad to say, I'm starting to see like a trend between companies starting to do this. I didn't actually think that Koei Tecmo and they were actually going to jump up and do this.
It just boils down to one thing: money. Companies need to make money.
Yeah.
They want to make the money. That's it.
Did we talk about cross battle and the characters that are going to be dropping for that soon?
Naruto we mentioned it a few weeks ago. Yeah.
No.
And
that was kind of funny. The day that information came out, the day after I traded that in.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah, man. What can you do? I mean, like, hey, it'll be cheaper later, so you can pick up another cheap copy.
Yeah, I picked up Mario Aces for the Switch because that's another party game I could play.
That's a good game.
Friends. Yeah. I haven't gone through the story of it yet, though, but...
Yo, did you get Pauline?
Who's Pauline?
I'm upset. The mayor? The lady in the red dress?
The one who sings the Odyssey song?
Nope.
Gosh, she's so hot. Why do you not know this something?
All right, let me look this character up.
No, I'm just saying, she is pretty hot. Also voiced by the same woman who voices Tina and Momiji. Voice actor facts.
Oh, that lady. Gotcha.
Yeah, aka the one Mario lady with titties. I'm just saying.
Besides Bowsette?
That's not official.
Not canon. Not canon. I'm just saying.
What is she, DLC?
Yeah, she's a DLC character. Because, like, I think the latest wave of characters was Pauline and Luma and Boom Boom, I think.
I make Boom Boom.
He's just like the shit emoji.
I think my best character in Aces is either Boo or Waluigi. Waluigi is freaking hilarious because he does the moonwalk.
He's converting to one of them.
What? I used to always
Waluigi.
Yeah, Waluigi.
The character that only exists to be a doubles partner for Wario.
I don't know. People have been hounding for him to be in Smash, even though he's an assist trophy. So
yes, I know, but that was his literal. That was his only purpose on creation.
To give Wario a partner.
Yeah,
that's why. That's literally why that character was created. Anyway, I digress. I'm getting hungry.
If you make a negative of Mario, then you obviously have to make a negative for Luigi.
Right, because Wario's name is a portmanteau of Warui and Mario. Warui is Japanese for bad. So his name is literally Bad Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Now what we need is like the polar opposite of Bowser, like the good version of Bowser.
They were gonna make like a Bad Peach for one of the games, but Shigeru Miyamoto said no.
No.
Because they were gonna name him Wadu Peachy. But that didn't work. Anyway, I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna start wrapping this thing up.
Well, they potentially have Bowsette for that if they ever make her
canon. No, Bowsette is not canon.
It will never be. No, just stop.
No, technically, the Nintendo version of Bowsette that they showed in concept art looked very different than the fan art. So that's it. But yeah, be sure to follow us on the Twitters and Twitch, and follow us on Anchor. Support us on Anchor. You can donate us money, or if you'd like, we have the TeePublic shop tpublic.com/user/waterpost laser, hashtag buy my shirts. Got 2 designs up there. We got the College Cheese Podcast logo. We got the Dumb Wrestling logo. You can get a shirt. You can get a t-shirt, a tank top, whatever you like. Get a phone case. Call your friends. Tell them how bad we are. But hashtag buy my shirts. But yeah. Until next week, I'm Al.
I'm Joe.
I'm Aaron.
And Nate was here, but he had to go to do dad things because stuff. And yeah, so we'll see you next week with episode 107. Bye.
Yep. See you later.